Nah, you got that invite, Boogie? You want some more? Huh? Hey, you want some more smoke, Boogie? Cause I ain't like how you disrespected me, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I really want to smoke around. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wanna pulverize you now. You feel me? Who you get? Who you get? Hey, who the Vikings? Oh, that's honestly who you get. Hey, Booger, don't disrespect me with that right now, bro. That's all you gonna get? Yeah. Hey, yo, disrespectful though.
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up.
How you on my level, fuckface?
I'm my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up. Never
man, Jezzy2Grezzy's.
Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
So which one with man though?
Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. A little 360. And the decision to...
Okay. Hey, well, that's how I felt that first game me and you played.
Bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Hey, Haywood.
To throw his Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Watch him.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to him. Hey, you guys got it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Hard time. We don't get the hard time.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 65 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Look at
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. When you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
What is wrong with you, Boogie? I know you feel like, yo, my dog done got started in the man. He can let these bum ass niggas beat on him and shit like that. I know what I'm saying. That's it. You feel me? Ooh. Oh, put it in there. That's what I put it in. That part.
Now he's back out there to
they
boom
kicked it
this
on their
away,
own, bro.
maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Oh, yeah. No, I will let you know. Come on now, let me. Hey, let me ask you a question too, bro. Can you write? So you can't. I can't get no plays out no different playbook, can it? Excuse me. I say I can't get no plays out no another playbook and put it in my playbook, can it? Oh, okay. Say less. Say less.
The Browns drive about to get started. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I thought I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They run with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Appreciate it. Okay.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Black. Hey, Alpha.
First down. Here's Cousins.
Man, he went all the way for nothing, bro.
He's
Oh,
going to go
my
down.
God.
Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, Clifford. Check. Patch. Yo. Tight dog. Black. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, Cook. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. After a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 26. Check 3. Joker. Bang.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now Landry. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He was looking for Landry that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Listen to me. Mike,
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Bailey's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They try to change the camera going on.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield.
Man, what the?
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield with it once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, flush to his right. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Oh, my God.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, can't. 53 is the mic.
To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the run. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
180. Watching you fire. All right, T, let's go.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run again with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 42 yards.
So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Play fake. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you're looking at who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit. I got you, punk.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
53, check 53. You're trapped. First. Here we go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
I don't think it was a bad pass.
Demarius Randall, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
180.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And an out. Now Mayfield lost
Oh, man. Come on, man.
On plays like
Come
this, when the
on,
ball comes free,
man.
it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And 2nd down.
Hey, orbit.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Browns 14, Vikings 9.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good...
Hold up. Ain't have a nigga shit neither, nigga. Fuck you talking about? We sitting on everything, nigga. On everything, nigga. Motherfucker, controller and earphone died, bitch. Hold up. We ready.
Skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Mayfield off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, we can.
I'm coming. I'm coming. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Following the interception, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Let's go, team.
Cousins on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Team 6. Team 6. Move. Move. 44's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Topper! Rush in! Rush in! Rush in! Jim!
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check. 53. Hey, Steamer. 53 is mine. Danny.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on fourth down.
53, Mike. Black. You're not ready. X3, 218, chopper.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And he's able to find Diggs. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ready? Mike, number 53. I got you. Bravo. Check. 50. Go ahead. Check.
Back to throw. It's brought in by Jackson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Oh, big shit right out. Nigga, we on there. I see you here right up.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Smooth. I'm going back to you. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check go. Watch safety 3.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
61, match box.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in a 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
Oh, that's great. That's
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look at that. Look.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but the first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Yeah, radio. Yeah, radio.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Oh, man. His head, dog. We just knew we were finna